Welcome to our countdown of the top 10 boxers of all time. We're about to dive into the world of some of the most badass dudes to ever lace up gloves. We're talking about legends who could slip a punch like it was nothing, deliver knockout blows that'd make your grandma yell "timber," and captivate the world with their skill, charisma, and sheer willpower. These legends have left an indelible mark on the sport of boxing. They've inspired generations of fighters and shown us what it means to be a true warrior. We're talking about guys who fought their way from the streets to the bright lights, overcoming incredible odds and cementing their place in history. So, strap in, get ready for some serious knockout nostalgia, and let's get right into it. First up, we've got the one and only Muhammad Ali. This guy transcended boxing. He was more than just an athlete, he was a cultural icon, a poet, a revolutionary. In the ring, he was a straight-up magician. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Man, Ali embodied that. His speed was unreal. He could dance around opponents, making them miss by a hair, and then bam! He'd land a lightning-fast jab right on the button, and the way he could predict knockouts? Spooky, man. But it wasn't just his skill, it was his confidence, his swagger. He knew he was the best, and he wasn't afraid to tell you. Ali used his platform to speak out against injustice and fight for what he believed in, even when it was unpopular. Ali wasn't just a champion in the ring, he was a champion for human rights. And that's what made him the greatest. Next up, we've got Sugar Ray Robinson, a man who many consider to be the most technically gifted boxer of all time. This dude was the epitome of the sweet science. He had this incredible fluidity in the ring like he was born to fight. Robinson's record speaks for itself. 175 wins, 109 knockouts. That's insane. He held the welterweight title for 5 years straight, and then became the first boxer in history to win a divisional world championship 5 times. He was known for his lightning-fast combinations, his devastating left hook, and his ability to adapt to any opponent. Sugar Ray was a true master of his craft, and his influence on boxing is still felt today. Now let's talk about the man who terrified the world, Mike Tyson. This dude was a force of nature, an absolute beast in the ring. In his prime, Tyson was the most feared boxer on the planet. His power was legendary. Remember that feeling when you were a kid, and the school bully was coming at you with bad intentions? That's what it was like to face a young Mike Tyson. You knew there was a good chance you were going to get wrecked. He'd come out swinging like a demon possessed. Head movement, bobbing and weaving, slipping punches, and then boom, lights out. His knockout power was legendary. But Tyson's story is also one of caution. A reminder that even the most dominant figures can stumble. Despite his flaws, there's no denying Mike Tyson's impact on boxing. He brought an intensity and excitement that captivated audiences worldwide. Joe Louis, the Brown Bomber, was a symbol of hope during some of America's darkest times. This dude was a national hero, especially for the African American community during the Jim Crow era. Can you imagine holding the heavyweight title for almost 12 years? That's exactly what Joe Louis did. He defended his title 25 times, a record that stood for over 50 years. This guy was a true fighting champion. His battles against Max Schmeling, a German boxer who represented Nazi ideology, were more than just fights. They were symbolic clashes of ideologies. Joe Louis showed the world what it meant to be a true champion, both inside and outside the ring. Floyd Money Mayweather. Love him or hate him, you can't deny his skills in the ring. This guy was untouchable. 50-0, undefeated. That record alone puts him in a league of his own. Mayweather's defensive skills were on another level. He was like a magician in there, making punches disappear into thin air. The shoulder roll, the Philly shell, the reflexes, the distance. This guy had it all. He understood the art of hitting and not getting hit, and he elevated it to a science. Floyd might have been controversial, but his boxing IQ and his ability to control the pace of a fight were undeniable. Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. This dude is a national treasure in the Philippines and a global boxing icon. He's the only boxer in history to win 12 major world titles in 8 different weight divisions, 8 different weight classes. Think about the dedication, the discipline it takes to not only compete but to dominate across so many different weight categories. It's mind-blowing. Pacquiao's aggressive, all-action fighting style was a joy to watch. He'd come at you like a whirlwind, throwing punches from every angle. And that left hook? Forget about it. Pacquiao's rise from poverty to global stardom is an inspiration to millions. He's proof that with hard work, dedication, and a whole lot of heart, anything is possible. Rocky Marciano, the Brockton blockbuster, another legend with a perfect record, 49-0. This guy was a knockout artist with an iron chin and an even stronger will to win. Marciano was known for his relentless pressure, his devastating right hand, and his ability to take a punch. He was like a bull in the ring, just coming at you non-stop. And that right hand? It was like getting hit by a sledgehammer. Marciano's story is one of grit and determination. He overcame a lot of obstacles to become champion, and his undefeated record cemented his status as a true boxing legend. Roberto Duran, Manos de Piedra, Hands of Stone. This dude was a warrior, pure and simple. He fought with this raw, animalistic intensity that was both terrifying and captivating to watch. Duran's career spanned 5 decades. 5 decades, that's insane. He was a 4-weight world champion and is widely regarded as one of the greatest lightweight boxers of all time. He was known for his relentless pressure, his granite chin, and his ability to break his opponents mentally. Duran's battles with Sugar Ray Leonard, Tommy Hearns, and Marvin Hagler are the stuff of legends. Jack Johnson, the Galveston Giant, was a pioneer, a trailblazer. He was the first African-American heavyweight boxing champion at a time when racism and segregation were rampant in America. Can you imagine the courage it took to step into the ring, knowing that the entire world was against you because of the color of your skin? Johnson was a master boxer, known for his defensive skills and his powerful jab. He would often prolong fights, punishing his opponents and breaking their spirit. His victory over James J. Jeffries, who was considered the Great White Hope, sparked race riots across the United States. Jack Johnson was more than just a boxer. He was a symbol of black excellence and a challenge to the racial norms of his time. Julio César Chávez, El Gran Campeón Mexicano, was a national hero in Mexico and one of the most beloved boxers of all time. This guy was a machine. He had this incredible chin, an iron will, and a relentless style that wore down his opponents. Chávez holds the record for most title defenses at 27, and he's tied with Joe Louis for most consecutive wins in championship bouts. That's insane. He was known for his body punching, his devastating left hook to the liver, and his ability to absorb punishment. Chávez's fights were always a war, and he never backed down from a challenge. He was a true warrior and a credit to the sport of boxing. Thanks for watching our list of the top 10 boxers of all time. It was a trip going down memory lane with these absolute legends. I mean, these guys weren't just boxers. They were artists, warriors, and cultural icons who captivated the world. Who do you think should be on this list? Let us know in the comments below. Boxing is a sport with a rich history and countless stories of triumph, defeat, and everything in between. These 10 fighters are just a small sample of the incredible athletes who have graced the ring. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more great content. And remember, stay curious, stay informed, and keep those hands up.